Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at a Star Wars Imperial Assault villain pack as Imperial Assault week continues here on What's Inside. This one is Dengar, the ruthless killer who wears band-aids on his head. This one contains one plastic figure, one rule sheet, 3 agenda cards, 2 deployment cards, 3 command cards, 2 skirmish mission cards. This is put out by Fantasy Flight, like all the others. Let's get these open, and as usual, get permission from a responsible adult before using scissors if you're not a responsible adult. Alright, and be careful when cutting so you don't accidentally cut your cards, since they're kind of tucked behind the insert here. And be careful of the sharp edges. I know I say that every episode, but not everybody's watched every episode. So let's get the cards out of the way here, so we can get at the mini. Alright, let's take a look at Dengar here. It's kind of tucked back here a little bit. He's wearing like some kind of trooper type armor. It's a pretty nice sculpt. It's not as detailed as a lot of the other ones, but the backpack looks really cool. He does look really cool. I'll give him that. It's a pretty nice mini. It's there's not as much detail to be had because he is wearing armor, so I can't fault them for that. The backpack is a separate piece, it looks like. So, maybe not, but it kind of looks like it might be, but I would be a little careful with the figure just because of the gun. Might get banged up if you're not careful when putting it away. But pretty nice sculpt, so let's get him out of the way and get into our paperwork. As I've said in almost every episode, these inserts are pretty nice. But it's still paper, so I'm not as worried about it as I would be with a lot of the others. So this one has a Hoth Battle Station skirmish mission, and of course the contents for the pack are up here, and everything you need to know for the skirmish map is here. This one does use exclusively tiles from the Return to Hoth expansion. So you're going to need that to even do any of this. This entire map is exclusively from that Return to Hoth expansion. So be aware of that. Alright, the other side here is a bounty protected. This is your side mission. And the map is nice and big. At least it looks big on here. This one uses about 50-50 from Hoth and from the core box. And of course they're all listed down here at the bottom. But everything else is listed here, including additional rewards and everything you need to do. So pretty nice, very conveniently laid out. Let's look at the cards. Alright, let's look at his command cards first like usual. First up we have Payback, Dengar. Use after an attack targeting you resolves to interrupt to perform an attack targeting the attacker. That's a tongue twister. Apply +2 surge to the attack results. That's pretty nice. Brace yourself. Any figure used when an attack targeting you is declared. If it is not the attacker's activation, apply +2 defense to the defense results. Dangerous bargains. Use at the start of a round. If you have 30 or fewer VPs, you and your opponent each gain 3 VPs. That could really backfire on you if you're not careful. Alright. We'll start with his agenda cards here. Bounty Protected, Pushing Tactics. Naboo, Wilderness. Play this card as side mission, a Bounty Protected, Dengar Ruthless Killer Pack. After the heroes resolve any other side mission, Discard this card and receive the reward listed below. Reward Dengar, Ruthless Killer, Villain. 3 influence. Targeted Cruelty, 1 influence. Keep this card secret. Play it during any mission after an Imperial figure resolves an attack. If the attack applied a harmful condition to the target, choose another harmful condition. The target also gains that condition. Then either discard this card or shuffle it back into your agenda deck. Beaten Down, 2 influence. Place this card in your play area. Deplete this card at the end of a round and choose a rebel figure with a harmful condition. That figure suffers 1 damage and 2 exhaustion. Alright, now the skirmish cards. A. Inside Job. Hoth Battle Station. When a figure inside its own deployment zone is defending, apply -1 defense to the defense results. When a figure inside its opponent's deployment zone is defending, apply +1 cancel to the defense results. End of each round. Each player scores 3 VPs for each deployment zone he controls. Then if a player controls the command center, that player scores 3 VPs. B. Bomb Drop. Hoth Battle Station. A figure can retrieve an explosive. Figures carrying 1 or more explosives gain discard 1 explosive you are carrying and choose a space within 3 spaces. Each figure on or adjacent to the chosen space suffers 2 damage. End of each round. Each figure in an opponent's deployment zone carrying 1 or more explosives discards all carried explosives and gains 4 VPs for each explosive discarded. Alright, now on to these. Punishing Strike, Skirmish Upgrade, 2 points. Exhaust this card when one of your figures applies a harmful condition to a figure. Discard that condition and apply a different harmful condition of your choice. Dengar, Ruthless Killer, Hunter, 7 points. +2 accuracy, surge of +2 damage. Contempt. While attacking, if the target does not have a harmful condition, apply +1 surge to the attack results. Surge Punishment. After the attack resolves, if the target suffered 1 or more damage, choose 1 harmful condition. The target gains that condition. This ability can be triggered multiple times in the same attack. Health of 8, speed of 4, defense of 1 black die. Attack is a blaster, 1 green, 1 yellow. He looks like he might be a bit of a mixed bag. I don't know how much I'd want to play him, but he might be good depending on the scenario. So I'd have to play him out to see, but I haven't had a chance to play Imperial Assault yet. Thanks again to my buddy Wyatt for letting me open all his cool toys. And Imperial Assault Week continues. Next episode with IG-88. In the meantime, that'll do it for this episode. As always, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.